load my file quickly. Okay, good afternoon, and let's start with our class. Let's wait.
Good afternoon, sir.
I got a little occupied with the other class, so that's why I got a little late. Okay, quickly start and finish things. Okay. And open my reference. Just give me a second. Okay. So basically, see, basic shape, we were blocking it out. It's not yet finished. Now, here we have a strip. You can see in our reference, we have a strip here. So I just block it. So select this model. I can use lasso. Select this subtool, extract, extract, accept. After extracting, make sure deselect. And the base model also you have to deselect because this selection will be there. Deselect. Now this one. Now we have another strip here. Oh, there is a little gap. BMP, I just noticed. There shouldn't be any gap. I have to change the entire angle. Yeah. Now this eye section, there is another strap here. There's one more strap. So how do I do it? So for that, what I'll do is I'll select this skull and go to brush. There is something called curve strap brush. Select this one. Resize the brush size, like whatever the brush size, it will create the strap of that size only. Now I can create a strap, you can see, but it's not creating very nicely. So I'll just start with this. It's also very nice, not nice. Then let's extract it only. That would be really nice. Extract, accept, deselect, deselect, BMB. Move the pivot point. This is for center pivot, this option. Make it thick. Because anything inside that is not visible, so it doesn't matter. It's on somewhere here, this corner. Don't worry about this like the uneven surface and all, those things will fix. BMB, push this thing. Isolate, push it outside, solo. Smooth it, shift and smooth. Push it outside. Smooth it. Okay, just keep it here. Like I'll refine it later. Okay, now there's one more strap here and one more strap here. So easiest thing, I can just simply select this one. Control Shift D, duplicate the model. bring it here, increase the width, rotate, reduce the width. This one is pretty thin. Place it, DMV, all these things I'll fix. Now we have another strap here, so I can simply duplicate this one only. DMV, move brush. Push it, align it. Now my this surface also have a ring. There's a ring. So what I can do is select this one, shift F. I can see those sections. So I need to create a ring here. Like you can see in my reference, that ring, and there's another one, two of them. Now it's somewhere here. Select these two, extract, accept. Like this one, deselect. Now base, select these two, extract, accept, deselect. Select this one, deselect. Control click outside and drag to deselect. Now I have couple of straps on this like handle. So I'll use curve strap brush and let's create those things. Reduce the brush size. If I want to increase the mesh count here, so it will create, but this doesn't work on a subdivided model. So you have to delete the subdivision, then only it will work. It's too thick, reduce the size, reduce size. This is fine. Now I can see wherever you move, it snaps and create that red line. That means it will, if you create it now, it will continue. If you don't do it, if you create here, it will create a separate model. So I have to continue this thing. So like this kind of issue will happen. So stop it here, create this part, again stop it, and create this part and continue this one here and stop it. So don't worry, I'll combine those geometry later. Or something happened here. This one was fine. Deselect, isolate. I got the strap. Now down here also I have multiple straps. You can see to create strap, I can use this technique also, this technique also. So you can use any one of them and connect to this point. It will create this entire loop. Why it's acting so funny? It's creating really weird shape. So I deselect that. And what I'll do is I'll just simply create a selection and extract it, separate. Don't worry, it's jagged or what. Don't worry about that. That is something we can fix. Select, extract, accept. Then down here, deselect, deselect or de extract, accept, deselect, deselect. Then one more shape here, this side, extract, accept, deselect, deselect, and one more strap here, top of this. So three strap basically here. Deselect. Down here also multiple straps. There's one strap rotating, like or top of this surface. Right. This is wrong. Delete this one. Cancel. Cancel. Accept. Deselect. Okay, so most of things are almost like all straps, but I cannot see any like deformation and anything. So those things I can like easily manage. Select, center, scale it down. So layering, I can do it very easily. This is separate. Now here, let's see, this one is the lowest, thinnest one. Then we have this one. So 3 layers. And this one wrapped around top of this one. So either I can reduce the thickness of this and this one. Right, thick. So that all the layers are visible. So this is not much. This is just a selection and extracted face. But now I'll create all the folds and everything properly. Now there's one more thing here. Two things. There is a nut bolt here. So I'll just simply append a cylinder. Rotate 90 degrees. Resize it. Here, but it should be on the both the sides. So I'll just simply elongate this like this. Now I want to duplicate this, but without changing the subtool. So for that, press Ctrl and Alt together and drag this model. It will create that same shape within the same subtool. Control Alt and move it, scale it down. It's pretty small, this one. Like any command or anything, if you don't understand, please ask me, I'll explain those things. But ZBrush is little like new tool, and it's a little tricky. There are a lot of shortcuts, a lot of combinations are there. So confusion is like quite possibly you get confused in that. Almost most of things I have connected. Now my basic those nails and all, that is something I want to create. That is something I can do it very easily. So let's see. Now I have this surface. So here I have this ring. Like this is extruded, this is extruded. The slight ring is there. So what I'll do, I'll go to Z modeler brush. I want to move this entire edge loop. Move edge. Where is my edge loop? All right. Okay, I'll insert single edge loop. Insert it and move it. Insert and move it. And this poly group, entire poly loop, I want to extrude. So you can see there's an orange that direction. Like if I move up, it moves like the direction is upwards, left, right, down. So whichever direction that orange line is facing, it will read that loop. So I want to extrude this loop, so it should face left or right, any of the loop side. Spacebar, extrude, poly loop. So I'll show you. If I select this and extrude, it will extrude this side. I don't want it. I want this one. Now I extruded this thing, and now I want to extrude this part also exactly equal value. So select the side, just click. It will extrude that section and give you the exact same value. So say for this part also, I can do the same thing. Solo. First, I will go to edge mode, insert loop, select, bus, click. It will generate this thing. The ring thing is created, done. Now I have to now the basic structure is almost ready. I'll save the file. Save. This is my axe. I'll just save it axe. So I say just now I saved axe ZBrush tool. It's not the project, but because you can see I have history. This line you see. This is basically history. So if you have save a tool, it doesn't store any history. If you want to store history, press Ctrl S. It will ask for ZBrush project. That was ZBrush tool. This is ZBrush project, and this will store the history. If you want to save this same file, you can name it as axe, but it will extension you can see it's ZTL, and this will be ZPR. ZTL is ZBrush tool, ZPR is ZBrush project. Save it. The project takes longer, and plus project file is heavier. If I open and show you, you can see this is not required. So axe, project and tool. Project is 5.5 MB, axe is 5.53 MB, slightly difference. But when I reopen the file, because right now it's have history, when I reopen the file size will reduce. And especially like it only store the polygons. That's it. No history, nothing else. So now my basic structure is almost like most of the things I have added already. So now I want to create this nail. So to create this nail, what I'll do is, it looks like a rectangularish, no, roundish, but little edgy. So append cylinder, So just simply keeping it here. Side, like side, I create the entire thing. Then I'll move to other stuff. Control Alt, move it, scale it down, scale it, scale, and those angles. Now I want to create BMB X symmetry, and right now X symmetry, if you click, you can see the symmetry is somewhere else. You can see reason, the center of the all the models is not this area. That's why it doesn't work. Okay, so that if you want to work on that symmetry of this particular model, then you have to switch on local symmetry. Now it will work. See, then Shift F, that angle I have to create. And symmetry should be not X, it should be Y. No, not Z. Z only, sorry. Z. Don't worry, it's so wavy and all. Control D, D multiple times. Now I want to make it little edgy and angular. Reduce the brush size because there wasn't enough polygon. Now this surface should go slightly inside. This thing is there, pinch, and this corner Shift, if you can see, it doesn't have very not enough polygons. So what I'll do for this surface, I want to convert this into one single solid geometry. Right now, two different geometry. Go to geometry, Dynamesh, delete subdivision level, increase it slightly. Dynamic, what happened here? That what is this happening? This is very strange. Ah, it was doing some funny, so I just converted this thing to one polygroup. So how do I do it for same polygroup? This polygroup is different, this polygroup is different. Just select the model, Control W, same polygroup, Dynamesh. Now it's a single solid geometry. Now if I want, I can increase polygon or subdivision, Control D. So it will become slightly smooth. Control D one more time, decently smooth. Now in my reference, I can see it's a bit angular. It's like a pentagon kind of shape. So for doing that, I can just simply use, there's a brush called Trim Dynamics. Trim Dynamic. And this is something like I really love this brush because the output kind of output gives is very nice. Switch off your symmetry. So corners, flatten them slightly, create the angle, nice angle, another angle. I'm just moving my brush, click and move. It will create this kind of wobbly, this flattish effect automatically. So I can create this pentagon kind of effect. and make this surface a little flat. And this top surface also cannot be like this smooth and clean. I make it slightly, and the corners I'll make them little more sharp with nice in pressure on the pen. Make this surface nice angular. So you can see my basic, this thing is almost ready. BDS, dam standard, there is a cross sign. No, it's not correct, not nice. So create the cross sign, B, and trim dynamics again. Corners as well, you can make it like slightly uneven. And this cut also I can make it a little sharper, and like looks like, make it look like a like dent and all. So my this one, uh this one nail is almost ready, and I feel this angle I have to fix BMB. So it's little angular. This is also slightly angular, not that curved. You can see it's just push, pull, and just add volume, reduce volume. It's just like that. If any one of you have ever tried clay modeling, it's exactly like that. It just clay, you have to do it with your hands, and here you're doing it digitally. That's the main difference. Otherwise, it's like exactly like clay modeling. And if you really want to learn very good quality sculpting, I'll recommend, this is something like, if you want to do, you can definitely do it, because a lot of companies and studios, they have clay modeling training kind of thing, like practice. Because if you understand, if you create something in clay very easily, you understand the volume very nicely, and you can create that thing in digitally also. So usually all the sculptors like BFA, if you have heard of BFA, they have specialized in sculpture also. So usually those sculptors become very good digital sculptors as well, because they have the understanding of volume, proportion, scale. So they create very good model. and add some shape, make it little more hard because it's a hard surface model. So little e- edges and all those things make it little rough, not that smooth. You can see it became a little angular, like that. It's not that roundish anymore. Now, okay, now I see this thing. Shift D, reduce, smooth it, invert it, and move this thing. It's kind of like this. B, dynamics. It's not that angular, so I just reduce it slightly. So little this thing. Now this is one single one model. So I have this thing in my scene 1, 2, 3, 4. So rotate and place it. It's I'm supposed to place it somewhere here. Oh, this part have 3. So 2 is visible from front, from direction from 3, 4, 3 parts are visible. So one is this. Then another one, Control Shift D. Oh my God. Rotate. Control Shift D again. Rotation. So from front, only 2 sides are visible, and this one is slightly more inside, like this. This one, you can see this base angle also. Now down, Control Shift D, Alt click on this, Alt click on the reset pivot point. Here, slightly smaller, rotate towards the camera, place it. Then one more here, Control Shift D. This one again, little towards camera. Should go slightly inside. Control Shift D. It's somewhere here. So placed. So now if I want, I can just simply merge all these nuts. Merge under subtool, merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down. All of them are merged together. So nut bolts are ready. Save. Yeah. Now Let's start sculpting things. They're like, this one I need to sculpt and make it really nice. It should look hard. That's the main idea behind it. So basic surface, like wherever you don't have anything, make sure it's flat. So this is fine. And all the edges, corners, it's a hard surface, but it's a weathered old thing. So there won't be any sharp edges. All the edges will be slightly beveled and this kind of flattish, little flattish. So I should have switched on my symmetry. And undo. Now I can work on both the sides together, because both the sides are not visible any given point of time, and that's not technically possible. Like front and back, you cannot see it together. So you can have symmetry always. Sharpen the edges, angles. Shift F. Okay, it's dynamic only. I should have dynamized the model. Yes, Control W, one single solid polygroup. Shift F. Now, and it's a really low poly to increase the resolution, then Dynamesh. So you'll have decent amount of the polygons to detail. Otherwise, you won't have enough polygons to detail. So like now this part needs to be really sharp. So just to isolate that section, sorry, Control and Shift, make sure it's change to select and select the half. Now it's isolated only this section. I can make it nice flat. The angle I have to define, and Control Shift drag, it will reverse the isolation. Now this side, Control Shift, click outside, it will make things visible. So I can see this line becomes super clean. Now I can reduce the brush size and fix this all smooth also. This thing, shift and smooth it so that any pinch or any kind of thing will go. So this is like far better, but still I have to make it a little more sharp, this thing. So I'll do that slowly. Let's block out other stuff, other part. Like if anything is not clear, you can ask me. I'll explain those things again. Ashwin, what are you doing? Refine the edges and all. And this part somehow I don't like it. Control Shift, I hide it. Inverted. That section is gone. But somehow I feel this part is not that clean. So what I'll do, I'll just simply delete that section, delete hidden, and then there's something called close hole. It will close this hole. Shift F, you can see it's different polygroup altogether. So Control Shift, click on this, it will isolate this, and I want to mask it. So press Control and click. It will select this one. Control Shift, click outside. Rest everything is visible. Control, click outside, invert selection. I'll pull it down slightly. And now I will go to Dynamesh and apply Dynamesh once again. Shift F. So all the polygons, everything become, see, almost even out everything. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Like in case I forget, please remind me. So I'll do that. Um, okay. So now I'll create the basic structure. Shift F, F. I remove the teeth part. Let's see. There is another brush called Clip. Um, Clip Circle. Trim Lasso. Okay. Control Shift. Oh my bad. I like accidentally left my mouse. So right to left, if you draw, it will remove the other part. If you draw it like right now it's done. Do it right to left. So it should remove that section. Why did it remove? Crashed. Hopefully it will be saved in quick save. see. Oh, it's not there. Rest of the things are saved. I believe. Yeah, rest of the things are saved. Only that part is gone. Not visible. Geometry. Modify topology. Delete hidden. And close hole. Control shift. Click on this. Control click. Select it. Control shift. Invert it. Redynamize the model. Okay, I'll do it like with Dynamesh DAM standard only. VDS, VDS DAM standard. Symmetry is on. Control lasso. Select this, invert it, and with DAM standard, I can just simply move this thing inside freehand. Then Dynamesh once again. B, trim dynamics. PDS. Dynamesh once again. Don't worry, those things are clean. DAM standard. Now flatten the surface. If you have any difficulty, you can always mask and invert and flatten the surface. Make it clean, invert. And just I want to work on this area, Control Shift, select, isolate this section only. Similarly, if I want, I can isolate only this section, make it flat. Invert. Similarly, see, this part is almost clean. Select this part only, make it flat. sides, I can just smooth it, windows stretch, center. This surface into flat. You can see it's just masking and selection and moving things. It's pretty simple, very straightforward. Now angles are almost ready. Just make it soft it. Reduce the brush. Edgeware. And similarly, there's all these things, corners and all. Make it a little nice. Soften them. And see, slowly things coming together. So like this, one by one, we'll add all the details and fix everything and all shapes and everything and make it really nice and high detail. We sculpt everything properly. So this is like you can say still in we are blocking stage and refining things slowly. So now we'll like started sculpting. So we'll start sculpting everything and fix everything nicely, and then we'll be finished. And just give me a second. I'll take attendance.
Sir, have you received all the DM assignments I submitted on Wednesday itself?
Yes, I have. I have received. I'll check that because I don't have enough time to check. So tomorrow, most probably, I'll check it in the morning, and then we'll
Okay,
discuss.
sir.
Tomorrow we'll have it Outlook session. I'll send you a mail.
Okay, sir.
So then we'll discuss everything and plus everything. Yeah, that's nice.
Sir, and the recordings also because
Yes.
we need to start the X. And if you
Uh,
can send the reference image, it will be better
reference
for
is
us.
mailed, right? I didn't mailed.
No, sir. You
Okay,
did not mail.
I'll mail it again. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Yes, I mailed something else then. Okay, I'll check it. And class recording, I guess, till Wednesday, it's already uploaded. So I already.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's uploaded. So, like one request, if you can upload the recordings in the mail ID, it will be very fast because in YouTube it's taking time, and we need to search for like a bigger time. So, if you can upload it in mail,
No,
so
mail problem is why I'm previously. Okay, I'll tell you. Like previously, we used to mail it directly. So issue is
okay,
like
sir.
we have a pro account, but pro account also have a limit cap of like a limited GB, like a maybe 100 GB or something. So that space is full right now. That's why that's why I created that account. You can see almost all the class recordings are there only. That's why I uploading there. Okay, what I'll do is I'll send you the link in mail. I'll send you the link of the video.
Okay, sir.
That will help you. So like if you does,
Yes, sir.
okay, she's not there. She is not there. Okay, then I'll see you guys on tomorrow. I'll send you a mail by evening or maybe today evening or tomorrow early morning. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Welcome.